It just hit me. It really just hit me. It really just hit me. Everything is so expensive. Gas is expensive. Nobody's paying livable wages. Rent is expensive. You have to pay for every single fucking thing. My electric company charged me a fee for giving me a notice. They charged me a fee for sending me an email. I asked, I said, is this a late fee? They said, no, it's a notice fee. How do you charge me for sending an email?
We got to pause right there. I've never heard of that in my life. A company charging you for sending you a notification via email. Let me know in the comments below if y'all ever heard of something like that. This sounds like cat to me.
I can't. I can't. All these jobs and nobody's hiring. Nobody's hiring. I'm getting my third degree right now, and I work in retail.
You always notice when people mention that they're going back for their second or third degree, they never mention what the degree is actually in. Again, a lot of these people are wasting their time. I mean, I'm not going to say a waste of time. I guess, educating yourself and becoming more knowledgeable is never a waste of time, but they're going for degrees that are not in demand. And I just don't understand how in 2025 people are still making these types of decisions. If I was working retail, right, and the two degrees that I already possess have not helped me, why would I be going for a third that's probably similar to the first two degrees that you got? You need to go something skill based, something that you can do a 12-month, 15-month program and get out there and start making some actual money. People got to stop using school and education as a safe haven to hide from the real world and hide from life. One thing I definitely did notice, she talked about how everything is going up, increases, but I noticed she has some very fancy nails. Again, like I said, I've done numerous videos on the nail salon industry, so we know these type of nails, that's not cheap. That's at least $100 plus she spent on her fingernails, but yet these people will complain about the cost of everything. A lot of times people have a spending problem. It's not so much how much money they're bringing in. I mean, that's one component, but they spend like no tomorrow.
Financial literacy your way out of poverty, and I really wish y'all would stop fucking acting like you can. If the ends don't meet, the ends don't fucking meet. What y'all are doing is putting the onus of a predatory cyclical system on the victims of said system. Because when you really fucking think about it, people who have less to spend have to be more vigilant about how they fucking spend it. You thinking that people lack financial literacy because they prioritize joy one time, prioritize feeling important or confident one time is absolutely fucking insane. And I don't think that y'all.
We got to pause this thing right here. She's talking a bunch of nonsense. Again, it's not a person enjoying time. I mean, a person doing thing one time that's getting them into dire financial straits. It's repeatable behavior. It's poor decision making over a course of time, and then it snowballs and finally catches up to them at some point in life. Again, it's not just one time that you went out, you ate out is the reason why your finances are jacked up. It's not one time that you splurged on a shirt or a pair of sneakers or a pair of jeans or a new phone. It's this repeatable behavior that's getting you caught up and jammed up. And then she talked about the system. I don't know why people waste time trying to complain about capitalism. This is the system that we're in. It's not going to change. You coming on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and ranting about the system does nothing for your life. You should take that same energy and just figure out how to win in this system. Because if it wasn't capitalism, it'd just be another system, and that same system will have its pros and its cons, just as capitalism. Understand you're in the game and learn how you can win. I mean, to me, it just seems such a better use of time instead of trying to complain and make excuses.
Y'all realize how much you're perpetuating the fucking negative stereotypes of poverty. The way that y'all are making it seem like poverty is just thrust upon people and people do nothing to get out of it, as opposed to it is cyclical, it is on purpose, it is fucking expensive to be poor. It is fucking illegal a lot of times to be poor when you really look at the laws and how they function. Y'all want to feel better by holding these financial literacy classes, by trying to teach people financial literacy, as if that's gonna make them make more motherfucking money. Like, are y'all really serious? Y'all cannot sit here and be like, oh, we need to fight for better wages for me, but then poor people, oh, that shit is their fault. Like, come on, y'all really need to stop the shit.
I mean, it's not the financial literacy courses that's the problem. Again, it goes back to the mindset of a lot of these people. We see people who are poor, they get tax refunds, several thousands of dollars, five, six, seven, some 10,000 plus dollars, and literally in 30, 60 days, the money is gone. They don't have the proper mindset. They have a consumer mindset. So all they want to do is spend, 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 and they never put anything up for the future. They never invest in themselves. That's the first thing you have to do. If you want to get out of poverty, you don't want to be poor. The first investment you have to make is in yourself with skill sets. That's going to be the quickest way for you to go from poor to middle class is getting a skill that's going to pay you a competitive wage and working your ass off, whether that be 60, 70 hours a week. And also, you got to, not only is the skill set very important, but also it comes back to the decision making as far as your partners and who you choose to have children with. Those three things are ultimately going to determine your life. And that's the bulk of the reason why most people stay poor, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below, though.
I ever be pre-broke, like you ain't got paid yet, but you can see your pay stub and you can see the bills that's supposed to come out, and the math ain't mathing in that song, bitch, huh? Like, you guys sit here and start figuring shit out. Like, all right, the water definitely can go to the next payday. The cable, yeah, that shit can ride. Lights, I already got a payment plan on that hoe. I gotta pay it. My insurance, I don't know. I'm just not gonna pay it and see what it say the extension date is. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't pay it, they give you a date to pay by before they gonna cut that some bitch off. Yeah, then I can decide whether or not we can skip that one or not. But then you gotta also stop and be careful though. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because the next payday gonna be rent. So you can't be adding too much shit to that one. The loan shark lady, I done put her ass off last payday, so you gotta go ahead and get her taken care of, because they finna come over there with the fucking cutters and start cutting fingers off and shit. They don't be playing with they shit. But yeah, pre-broke. That's whenever when you already can see that you already broke and you ain't even got paid yet. That's that bullshit. There I go.
He said pre-broke.
Am I the only one who I don't see my future anymore. I don't even see the future of this country, America. Like, for one, everything is getting replaced by AI, and I feel like this is not getting talked about enough. Like, what jobs are we actually supposed to have in the future? Like, how are we supposed to raise our families? Y'all want more babies, but how are we supposed to raise them? Like, the news is just buzzing lately, and there's always this constant threat of attacks. I live in New York City, so it's scary out here. Like, I leave my house and I'm just like, is this the last time? And I'm really thinking to myself, like, what am I working towards? And I don't have an answer anymore. I used to. Maybe I need to leave the country and start anew. I don't know. I don't know if that's being dramatic. I can't even afford that, but maybe when I can. I don't.
Yeah, she's definitely being a little dramatic. Again, like she mentioned, leaving the country is not going to be an option if you don't have any money. If you don't have any money in America, moving to another country where you probably don't know the language, you probably don't have a transferable skill set, is going to be absolute devastating. Again, like I said, people have to stop trying to circumvent the system. The system is what the system is going to be. The best thing you could do is try to make the most of it. Again, and my personal belief is getting a skill set, getting a partner, where y'all could work as a team together, and not having children until you're financially ready.
Like the cost of living has never been as bad as it is right now. Because it used to be when the cost of living was high, it was for the things that you need in life. Food, gas, shelter, etc. All those things cost a lot of money. Right now, all of those things still cost a lot of money. And also, I feel like it's just expensive to just be alive. Like, I feel like my life, as soon as I wake up, is literally just me putting down a credit card, and it's just a tab. And life is a bartender. And it's just like, what are you gonna have? And I'm just like, I'm okay. I don't really need anything today. And it's just like, oh really? Well, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna need to spend money. And I'm just like, what do you mean here? I'm just in the world. And it's just like, yeah, you have to buy something now. It's even getting to the point where, like, I feel like even my thoughts are getting expensive. You know, like I could just have the thought of like, my nose is a little stuffy, and then all of a sudden I open up my phone 10 minutes later and have 12 ads for like, oh, you have a pollen allergy and you gotta buy these anti-pollen allergy pills or you're gonna suffocate in your sleep. Sleep is the only place I still feel kind of safe, but even there, it's like I could have sleep problems for one night and then I wake up feeling kind of groggy and all of a sudden I'm getting targeted ads for melatonin gummies. It's like all of our necessities are still expensive, and then also just every increment of our life costs something.
One thing I definitely agree with, these targeted ads with these phones, our laptops, everything is definitely listening. Because I mean, you'll say one thing, like he said, he mentioned you'll have a runny nose, and the next thing you know, you open up your phone and you're getting targeted ads for all types of runny nose products to help solve that issue. So our phones are definitely have ears.
I can't be the only one who this is happening to. Like, literally paying a $100 subscription fee for basic human existence. Netflix, $15. But basic human existence to walk outside my door, $100. Gas? Yep, darn knows you're paying over $50. Groceries? If I pay $100, I'd be absolutely thrilled. Meeting friends for dinner? Drinks? $100, that'd be actually nice. I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship with my bank account and everyone keeps constantly ghosting me. And nobody's talking about how these companies are doing these quiet layoffs. Like, I literally see people that have to go in and be like, oh, congratulations on surviving the layoffs. Your reward is Sarah and Mike's workload. Like, what's even crazier is that I work in AI. And let me be your warning from the future. Like, things are about to get crazy. Like, these companies aren't building helpful robots. Like, they're building $5,000 a month software that's coming for middle class jobs. Like, while executives are getting these bonuses for, quote, innovation. And then society has the audacity to ask Gen Z, well, why aren't you moving out? Because they need a whole freaking sorority to afford rent. They're applying to 300 jobs, getting automated rejection emails from companies that want more than 5 years experience for freaking entry level. Like, what are you supposed to do? Live with your parents till you're 30? And then don't even get me started on everyone asking millennials, like, when are you having kids? Like, with what money for people? Like, in this economy, like, you want millennials to create a whole human when people are doing math in the grocery aisle to see if they can afford both avocados and electricity this month? Like, in what world? In what world? And the wild part that I'm seeing is that people are so stressed and so broke because they can't even afford to hang out with real humans anymore. So everyone's stuck scrolling on their phones, getting depressed while billionaires are having a midlife crisis in space. It's just wild to watch. Stay tuned because I actually do have some ideas and I think how we can fix this mess. It's going to take some radical ideas, some regenerative capitalism, but like we got to do this stuff together because right now this is not working. And I feel like there's going to be a major system revolt and that will not be pretty for anybody involved.
Let me know in the comments below how much money would you need to be making per year gross, to feel like you are at least comfortable. What's that number look like to you? Is it 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000? Let me know in the comments below.
Executives of Geico Car Insurance are smoking crack because apparently my policy is going up to $400 a month when just 2.5 years ago it was $135 a month. That is a 200% increase in 2.5 years. At this rate, I'm better off having no insurance and just paying out of pocket if I have an accident. So I need some advice because I don't want to sell my car, but I'm not paying $400 a month to insure it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. These insurance companies are definitely getting out of hand. She said she's with Geico. Usually Geico is usually on the cheaper end from my experience. Again, the best thing you could do in these times, you gotta have, if you can't really afford, you know, $400, $500, $300 a month in insurance, you got to get you a cash car. I mean, that's the only way you're going to really be able to get that insurance down. I mean, if you're financing something, I mean, you're pretty much at the mercy of these insurance companies. But let me know in the comments below, how much are you paying per month for auto insurance? Are you financing a car or is your car paid off? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.